Detroit. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Handoff right side to Wandu. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're doing a 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Huntley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Huntley to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit in their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you...
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Aiden Hutchinson drops it for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This is taken at the 18. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Huntley. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now they go play action with Howell. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some room to work. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15. 42 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's complete right around the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and snap him short of the 1st down marker. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Lions will take over. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 1st down, Huntley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D.J. Waddle. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And take it right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to... And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had. And it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, and they go with Swift again. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 52 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. It's Howell. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Howell to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Chandler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another throw for Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards there for number 15. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. On first down, Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10, Howell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Chandler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now
He's got a man. Complete.
and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They were zooming past that number there.
Now Chandler. He's got some room to operate.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And that flag accepted.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion, the tight end. To throw on 2nd down.
Huntley goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down.
Huntley. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Huntley. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
With his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Buddy Johnson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
4th down. Howell.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. throwing on first down. Huntley. And Sharp pulls it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and 10, it's Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Swift. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll go play action. Howell. They'll get this to Nwangu.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Ty Chandler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Man, when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brought down by Nazeeh Johnson.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Huntley to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. 172 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Once again, it's Swift.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.